Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, we successfully create our logout portions, right? So right now we successfully logged in. We can successfully logged in, and also from here if you want to log out, so there is option for the logout. Right now you can log out. So that when you install Laravel JDStream, so that is our JDStream authentication logging page is visible, right? So right now I want to actually customize it. Here I want to use our theme logging page. So that is our main dark, and that is our auth logging.html. So right now I want to use this one, and here I want to replace it. So first of all, we have to find out this file. Okay, so that is the file. If you go to your project directory, into the project directory, as I told you before, so that is our auth, into the auth, and that is our logging blade. Okay, so into the logging blade, here you can see there is a method as a post method, there is a one of the route as a logging, and there's a CSRF token, that there is a to field, and there is a ID as email, and then another one as a ID password. Okay, so only we have to replace it. Better I want to select everything. Okay, I copy everything and I remove it, or rather than I cut it. Okay, I cut it and I take a new file that will be needed. I just simply paste it on here. Okay, so right now I also want to update our this one, so that is our auth logging.html. so now go to our template. In the template, there is our auth logging. You can see there is actually auth logging.html. so now I want to open it, and here I copy everything and I close it, and now in our main logging, that means in our auth logging, here I paste it. Okay friend, so now I simply paste it, and here we have to do, I just simply change that name. It will be as easy ERP. Okay, easy ERP logging page, and then that is actually our CSS. Also you have to update it, all that our CSS. So better in our here I want to update it, so that is into the asset, and then that is actually the format. First of all, I want to create this part. Okay, and also every CSS in our backend folder. So right now I want to update it as a backend folder, and then that will be our asset. I copy it, that will be as a asset. Okay, so now I cut it. First of all, I want to add all that our CSS for this logging. I cut it, and here I paste it. Okay, perfect. And also there have another JS. Also you have to update it, that JS. So here also you have to update it. So that will be into the backend folder, and then that is our JS. So I just simply cut it, and here I paste it. So that is, here we don't need to do anything, because of all that asset folder is outside of our this backend folder, right? So for the reasons, here I simply take it, and here into the asset I paste it. Perfect. So now I want to updated our this form. Okay, so better I select it. I want to make it little bit into the left position. Okay, so now that is our form. So that is our static form. Now we want to update it. I have already saved our main file. So here we have to update that form first. I copy it. So that is a logging. Here there is a form. I just simply replace it with our main one. So that is one of the post method, and action will be as a route, as a logging, and the CSRF token. Perfect. And also for our this theme, into the this theme, there is actually the to field. You can see there is a username and the password field. So now that is actually input field, right? So that is input field as a type, as a text type, and the placeholder. So right now if you go to our main one, into the main one, you can see that the type actually will be as the email type. So, and that there have also will be one of the ID, and then there is a name. So that is the three field will be needed. Okay, ID, and then type, and the name. So now I want to first of all take it, that means the ID. I copy it. In the logging, there is the input field. Our type will be as a email type, right? And then our ID, I put on the ID as email ID, and also another one as a name. I copy that name, and then here I add another one as a name. So type, ID, and the name. Okay, perfect. And then that is actually another input field for the password. So for the password, if you go to our main one, into the main one, that will be as ID, the type will be as a password, and name will be as a password. So first of all, I take that ID, and then type will be as a password, ID will be as a password, and then our name will be as a password. So I just simply updated that part. Okay, so that's all you have to do, friend. And that is a remember, and that is a forget password. So for the forget password, that means there is a forget password. The forget password by default, one of the route is created. As I told you before, they have the by default another is created for the forget password. You can see there is a password reset, password update. So everything actually created by default. Okay, so there is a password confirmation, there is a password, there is an update password, the profile. So that right now I don't actually use it. So this is the route is by default created. If you go to our main one, into the main one, and here you can see there is a route, there is a password request. So I just simply copy it. Okay, I copy it, so that will be our forget password. So in our theme, into the theme, there is a forget password. Here I want to use it. I want to use this one. Okay, into the href, I just simply loaded this forget password, and that is our sign in. Perfect. So friend, that's all you have to do. Okay, so that's all you have to do. And then there is actually the sign ups. That means that will be as a register. For the register, they have also another one is by default. If you go there, here they have no this route. So this route name actually the register. If you go there, there is actually one of the default route is created for the register. As a locking, reset, update, and you can see there is actually the register. So this route is created by default. So now I want to also add the same. I copy it into the locking, and here there is a sign up. Sign up means actually this button. Okay, so there is actually button as a sign up. So now I want to use it, and here I simply paste it. Okay, so that will be our register, one of the route. So that is actually the default route. Okay, so register route. Perfect, friend. That's all you have to do. Okay, so that's all you have to do. Now just click as a save. If you now click as a save, and now if you go there, now that is our default JD stream. Now I just click as a refresh. Yes, you can see it's now updated. So now it's showing as the EZRP in the locking page, the getting started, there is the email and the password. Okay, so that is a sign in. So now I want to check it. So that I have already created one of the user as a admin@gmail.com and password as a Udemy 12345. And now if you click as a sign in, yes, you can see everything is now perfect. How much easy it is, you can see, friend. So right now we are successfully logged in. If you click as a log out, that is a locking page is now totally updated. And if you go to that forget password, you can see there is a forget password. So friend, right now I'm already changed that our locking. So if you want to change it, so into the theme area, they have also another authentication page. If you go, that is our sidebar. Into the sidebar authentication, you can see there is our register page, the forget password page. So right now that is your task to update it, that register part. So that is our forget password page. Here if you want to update it, the template, you can update it, the template. You can see there is a cloud register route. So that is our register page. So now that is your task to change it, and that is actually the same field. You can see you have to just updated that part. So that is the register page, as I told you. So that is actually working from here. That is our register page. Okay, only you have to update it, that all that field. So you just copy everything from here, what exactly the things I did for our logging. Okay, so right now it's okay. And also there is a main file, we don't need this right now. That is our logging. Perfect. So friend, we successfully complete our logging. Here I updated our logging template, and there is our username, password. Now if you click on sign in, everything is perfectly working. Okay, so right now friend, in our next video I want to do I want to actually reduce some of the things here. There's a lot of the default menu. I want to reduce some of the things from here, then it will be actually better. So how can do that work? In our next video I will show you that things with a live example. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.